Hey, what's up guys, TechTine here, and this is the Blue Bold G35, and it's arguably one of the cheapest unlocked phones that you can get right now from Amazon specifically, and this phone cost me $59.99. After tax, depending on where you live, it would be around $65-70, but to be honest with you, for that type of money that you'll be spending, you are getting an actual smartphone that does what a smartphone is supposed to do. Is it perfect? Absolutely the hell not, it's not. It has a lot of flaws, and you guys will see it in a little bit. But first of all, can we just give it up to Blue for actually making somewhat of a decent effort to making the design look kind of unique? So you see this kind of gravels and little pattern that give this phone a decent texture. Yeah, the back is made out of plastic. However, it's not too shabby of a design if you think about it. So on the top as well, you have your dual camera setup with your LED flash. You also have the Blue logo. On the bottom of the device, you have your USB-C as well as your bottom facing speaker and a little microphone. On the top, you do have a 3.5mm headphone jack. And on the right hand side, you have your power button, volume up and down. This phone does not have any fingerprint sensor or anything like that. But to be honest with you, for that type of price point, it is what it is. It's a sacrifice that had to be made in order to get this phone as quality and low budget as possible, which is a hard combination to get right. Okay, now, one of the features that actually I found surprising, and it's almost nostalgic, is the fact that this phone does have a removable battery, which is something that you really do not see in smartphones nowadays. Now, mind you, it is only a 3000 milliamp hour battery, but this phone doesn't really have a lot of high specs to kind of push the battery life. So for the consumer that's looking just for its basic smartphone, this is where it's at, right? If you're just looking to make phone calls and send text messages, access the web from time to time, then this would be all right for you. Now, the front has a decent 720p display. So it's essentially a 6.5-inch HD plus, what they call infinity display. Believe it or not, something like the Moto G 5G that cost $200 has a 720p panel. Now, obviously, this is not the greatest quality panel. Even if it is low resolution, it also is kind of a low quality IPS LCD panel. And to be honest with you, it's not necessarily the end of the world. Like I said, this is going to be a usable display for the consumer that's looking for a phone that just does phone things without having all the bells and whistles that we see in a lot of smartphones nowadays. So for that, I have to give this display a pass. It works. One of the awkward things that I found is when you try to access the app drawer. So as you can see, okay, you get access to the app drawer, but you cannot just swipe down to go back to the home screen. You either have to hit the back button or hit the home button, which is annoying and kind of frustrating. So that's something that you definitely have to get used to. But for the most part, that's basically what you get with this phone's display. No high refresh rate, nothing that's gonna get this phone to make you be like, oh damn, that's a decent display. It's not meant for all that. Now, the other thing that I want to discuss here is a little bit on the performance side of things. So this phone does have the following specs. So you get a 1.6 gigahertz octa-core processor, 32 gigabyte of storage, 3 gigabytes of RAM, and like I said, a 3000 milliamp hour battery, which these are low-end specs. I mean, there's just no other way around it. Obviously, you're paying $60 for a smartphone. You get what you pay for, and these are the specs that you pay for. Now, this phone does have ability to expand the storage if you ever needed to, but I feel like for the consumer that's actually going to be buying this phone, 32 gigabytes is more than enough. And to be 100% honest with you, at first I was like, who the hell is going to buy something like this, right? I mean, why would I want to buy a $60 phone that really does only the basics? And then it kind of hit me. This phone can come useful for the following demographics. Now, let's say that you live in the United States and you have a contract with a carrier and your phone is locked, right? And you're traveling internationally. You obviously need something that's either unlocked or pay roaming charges with your carrier, which can get crazy expensive. I'd spend the $65 on an unlocked smartphone, take it outside the country, put an international SIM card in it, and keep it pushing and use it as sort of a hotspot device for my main phone. That's one way to look at it. Other way is just a secondary phone that's only meant for phone. If you want to use it for as a business phone, something like that, then this is perfect if you really don't want to spend a lot of money on a smartphone. So with that being said, I would love to hear your guys' opinion on this device. Do you think that the G35 would be something that's going to be worth your while and something that you would find use for? Or you'd rather spend more money, get a better unlocked phone and just get it over with? Let me know in the comments below and I will definitely catch you guys in the next one. Thank you all for watching.